Welcome to another episode of Shock and Awe Toy Reviews. I am Toast, joined by
Wilson.
And we are two idiots with a camera doing a review. What are we looking at tonight?
We got more Bumblebee Studio Series Transformers. This is SS80, 81, and 82. We're going to look at all three at the same time because why not?
These are the Autobots.
Yes. And from the Bumblebee movies, the Studio Series.
From that opening scene.
From the opening scene.
That everyone likes.
Yeah, and the flashback to part 2, yeah. So yes, let's go ahead and get looking at it. This is Brawn. For those that don't know, this is Wheeljack, and this is Ratchet. Out of the three of them, Wheeljack's alt mode looks the most like, he's the most recognizable. It looks almost exactly like his Earth mode.
Wheeljack, all of them, the colors play a factor, but
sure.
Wheeljack just looks awesome. Even if, he is still a sci-fi car, but I like it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you brought these in because I was looking, I've seen pictures of Wheeljack and Ratchet in bot mode, and I'm like, they look pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll see how they hold up.
Yep. Brawn's a kind of weird tank thing.
Drill?
This is actually an accessory, spoilers, but it goes there in the front. I actually kind of dig this mode. It's funky. Yeah.
Dig?
Huh? Dig? Oh, yeah, get it? Pun. Oh, it's so punny. Let's see. Oh, Christ. And then Ratchet's just...
Still an ugly vehicle.
Yeah. If you know it's Ratchet, you can recognize it. I do like the transparent plastic blue that they got on there.
That's nice. And it looks like some maybe metallic red.
Yeah. So, he's not bad. All their transformations are easy once you get used to them.
These are deluxes?
Deluxes, correct.
All right, and we will see some more of that in robot mode.
Yep. Let's take a look at size.
So in the Sideway video, we had a sweep. So the sweep is Voyager. You can see he is significantly larger than Deluxe. These are Deluxes, previously established. So the size difference is considerable.
Yeah.
But he's also he's a large vehicle mode.
He's a larger vehicle mode.
It's a lot of shell.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else you're expecting from a vehicle size comparison, but there you go.
Here they are in their robot forms, and they look just like they did in the movie. I think the robot's what they nailed for all these guys. Mostly. Well, no. They nailed them for all these guys for sure. Regardless of how you feel about their vehicle modes, this is how they looked in the movie. And you can tell this is Brawn. He's a little bit shorter. Wheeljack, he's got his little fins and his ear things. And then Ratchet there, who's actually kind of bulky and buff. But spoilers, they're using this body for Ironhide. That's coming out. So
yeah.
How do you feel about how they look? You wanted to see them in robot mode really bad.
They look movie accurate. They look like they fit in with the rest of the line. So the Bumblebee movie related. I'm not a fan of Wheeljack. He looks like a jumble. Very big chest without an abdomen.
Yeah.
Brawn I've never really liked, so I don't care for either of his forms. And Ratchet looks pretty good. I just wish he were about 3 inches taller.
Taller? You want a Voyager Ratchet?
I think I don't know that companies still do this, but if someone did oversized KOs, I'd be tempted.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
I kind of agree. I agree if this was Ironhide. I want that Ironhide to be a Voyager size guy.
But they all look good together.
Yeah. Since we're talking size, why don't we throw a couple of bots up real quick? Okay, so for some size, here's a Voyager Studio Series Rec R again. And what was leader size because he came with the trailer, Dead Optimus Prime.
But that is, so this looks pretty good. It's movie accurate. Yeah, I think this Optimus compared with them looks good. Stylistically, they got as much detail sculpted into them, and I like the amount of sculpted detail in here. I just think it would look better if some of it were painted.
Sure.
But Brawn has a great amount of color breakup.
Yep.
The most out of all of them.
I agree.
They're all the right colors.
Yeah. Alright, let's move on to accessories. For accessories, they all come with standard, just plastic guns. It's just sculpted differently for each one. This is Ratchet's. His is the coolest and probably the largest.
It's pretty large.
Fits in his hand. It's just a 5mm port.
That's pretty huge.
This is Brawn's gun. Brawn also comes with the drill piece, which can either be used as a knife, which is how they show it, but I think that looks stupid. So I put it on his gun like that and make him have kind of a large, weird...
Almost a bayonet.
Yeah. It even, I found out, fits in the nozzle of the gun. So if you like the way that looks,
Is it just handheld? It looks almost like a shoulder cannon.
It looks like a shoulder cannon because of the way that it attaches in vehicle mode.
Okay.
But yeah,
Handheld.
handheld. And then Wheeljack's. It's just this one. Kind of looks like a Ghostbuster gun for some reason to me. No, it doesn't. Never mind.
Okay.
I take that back. Sorry, Wheeljack. So yeah, it's what you'd expect from a deluxe. What you get.
You said all of these were deluxe.
Correct.
Are they all the same price?
I believe so. Let me double check that. They're about $22 to $24 each.
Okay.
It's the standard price.
I might be able to stomach that more than a $33 short Voyager. They're surprisingly fun. So I transformed Brawn and mostly Ratchet. You had to finish it off because I couldn't figure it out. They do have some very surprising and interesting transformations, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
And I'm not the greatest transformer of Transformers, but I figured these two out mostly again.
Yeah.
So it is interesting. It's fun. I do think they're short, so they're shorter than I prefer, but they look good. Again, Wheeljack, I think I'm the least impressed by Wheeljack.
Yeah.
But I would give them...
You can rate them individually.
Leaving aside my personal Brawn bias, I'd give them all 3.5, I think.
Okay.
I do think Ratchet has more thigh gap problems than the rest.
Yeah.
But otherwise, they're little. They're smaller than I want them to be, but they are fun for what they are.
Gotcha.
And they're not too expensive.
Fair enough. All right, so for me, I'm going to go a little more. They each get a kind of different score. This guy has loose thighs, unfortunately. He's awesome, though. I love his posability the most.
Was it loose straight out of the box?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wants me to get back into panel lining, I think, this toy. Because I kind of want to panel line this thing, and I might do it.
There's a lot to panel.
There's a lot to panel line, and because he's very white, there's the least amount of paint on this guy. And I think he needs a little more to pop, and he'd be better. I'm excited for Ironhide. So with that, he gets a 3. Brawn is probably, strangely, one of the best. He gets a 3.5. And Wheeljack is, I agree, the worst. He just kind of looks the worst. He's got the worst transformation. And
awesome car, though.
Awesome car. Awesome alt mode, I agree. But I think you're only going to get Wheeljack if you're like getting all of these already. I wouldn't say, if you're only going to get 1 or 2, you can skip Wheeljack. He's a 2.5. He's fair.
Is there a why behind why you bought all of these?
Because I like the design. I like the Studio Series Bumblebee design of the robots and stuff, and I just wanted them all. Wheeljack didn't turn out as well as I thought, but I'll just display him in all mode probably.
Sure.
So that's been it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. and we will talk to you next time.